What's happening? What's happening, my people? So my day ones, man, y'all hit that like button. New people, please subscribe to a brother, man, on the quest for 3,000. I'm almost there. But today, what we're talking about, Walking Dead, Season 10, Episode 10. This one is called Stalker. That's weird. But before I get into the video, man, like just talking to different people, and the season that started again, and like certain people I've been like chopping it up with them over the years. A lot of people seeming to be like just kind of like done with the show and stuff. A lot of people like, man, this is whack, man. I'm just not into it no more and stuff, man. Is it that? Is it people fell off, man? When do you think it kind of changed? To me, I was just thinking about this earlier. And like, when did it change over? Was it when Rick left and stuff, man? I think the changeover, a divisive moment in the season that shifted things. I think whenever they killed Glenn. You know why? Because Glenn, it was like a whole season, and we thought Glenn was dead, but he was hiding and stuff, and we was like, Glenn is alive. Oh my God, Glenn is alive. Yes. And then they killed him right away. And I think that right there gave us all a bad taste in our mouth. And then they just started killing so many key characters. It seemed like a lot of people was leaving the show and getting success. So some people, like Glenn, they followed the comic book, but they didn't necessarily have to follow the comic book in that instance. But a lot of people were getting success. I think some people were kind of rathering, like Sasha. She left. She started starring in Star Trek and stuff. There, a lot of people went on to big successes. Merle went on to be in Guardians of the Galaxy and all kind of stuff like that. So people did have other successes. Maggie tried to leave. It didn't work out. It looked like she's gonna be back at some point. But let's get into this episode, man. Like, I'm still into it, man. Am I into it like I used to be and stuff? Probably not. Because they don't have Rick and a lot of people that I used to really love on the show. Abraham, I miss him and stuff. But this episode starts off, we see him going into like a trailer or whatever. We like, what they doing? What they doing? So the last episode, they was in the cave system. The cave end up breaking down and stuff. And Carol was going through all kind of stuff. But Daryl left. He trying to find the opening for the cave, for him to go in, try to save his friends, and get out. Because the walkers were doing it so easy. The episode starts off, they're in the little trailer. They got a secret compartment like underneath. That is the tunnel opening. So hopefully Daryl can find that. Spoiler alert, he don't find it this episode. But we see they had a spy. They had a spy in Alpha's camp or whatever. So we see Mary, and she's the spy. So she's going, and she's talking to the group or whatever. Rosita clocks her. Wow. And then they take her to the prison. So did they do that because they don't trust her, for one? Did they do that like thinking that maybe Alpha and them have people watching, so they didn't want it to be obvious? I don't know. But they clocked her, and they brought her to the prison and stuff, and like trying to get information out of her. And she didn't want to really give all the information. And Father Gabriel, being that he's a priest and stuff, and people would been confessing to him for years, he kind of knows if people are telling her whatever. So she finally gives up all the information, and she says, my sister died, and that's the mother of this baby. But I killed my sister. I killed her for Alpha, because Alpha just had that kind of hold on us, in etc. etc. Meanwhile, Daryl, they got the Whisperers, and they in the little lake, whatever, the little pond, stream. And so he kind of sneaks up, and they have like a little horde with them. Not a big horde, like a little pack of walkers with them. And so he kind of disturbs that, so the walkers start moving around, and he's killing them. So he starts fighting with them. He tearing their ass up. So he's looking good. I'm like, oh, Daryl, I guess he's trying to kill him and find the information for the tunnels or whatever. But then they got one start fighting him back and start having a time with him. So blood gets in his eye. He can't see. She stabs him. They stabbing each other. And it just, you see him, they both kind of messed up. But he kind of gets away. But I don't see how he got away, because he was surrounded. He couldn't see. He was just blindly swinging. But he ends up getting away. But it's who this person he's fighting is, I never would have thought. I never would have thought that's who he was fighting, but I'm gonna say that later on. But Father Gabriel, once he gets the information and stuff, he gets kind of sadistic, man, because he starts telling people we can turn them and stuff, and we gotta go by different means, and we gotta threaten to take teeth out and cut fingers off and stuff, because you seen how easily she turned. They just human, they cowards, and like Rosita's looking at him like, damn, Father Gabriel, that's kind of dark. I'm looking at Father Gabriel like, damn, what's up with you? What's up with you? Mary is still in her cell and whatnot. Little ass kicker, she has a good moment, because why would Mary want to leave her group? Like, it seems like they're more human, but they still don't trust her and stuff. They still treating her like outside or whatever. But Mary, little ass kicker, she humanizes everybody, man. Like, she talks to her in like a way like she treats her as like another human, and she asks her what her name is. Nobody else asked her that. She asked her about her background and stuff, and so I think that makes Mary more loyal to the group, because she kind of like, that's the first like human act that anybody has had with me and stuff. And the ass kicker, she's still like she's still not as numb to this world as like a lot of people are. So she still has that childhood innocence and niceness about it, even though she'll handle her business if she got to. But Rosita tells her to get away and stuff. Rosita is like mugging. Rosita still doesn't really care for her too much. Rosita been going through it. Like you see at the beginning of the episode, she having dreams and stuff. She got like a PTSD, like from her almost getting killed in front of her child and her losing her baby daddy and stuff. So she has a whole thing going on. They hear on the radio they have a horde coming, so they got to start planning to go battle this horde. But Rosita don't really want to go. And Father Gabriel kind of takes her slack, and he like, y'all stay back right here. We're gonna take this group out, and we're gonna go. And so you see that like he's kind of stepping up in a different role. But it's like, Father Gabriel, really? But it happens. But then you see a grave. A grave starts moving and stuff in this episode. Like, you like, what's up with that? That's Beta. So Beta, it reminds me of the Night King. So what he does just like the Night King on Game of Thrones. He goes into the group and stuff. Like, Night King didn't necessarily go into the group, but he changed the group. Like within battles, he would recruit his army. And so what he did, he goes in there and he's like killing people, but he's not like giving blows to the head and stuff. He's like killing them in a way that he knows that they're going to come back as walkers. So he goes into Alexandria, he sneaks in, and so he's killing people and making walkers and stuff. And so he's trying to get to Mary. So he finally gets to Mary, but it was awkward, the little meeting they had, because he like stepped towards me and stuff. Was he scared to just walk in the cell? It would be kind of stupid of him to walk in the cell, because somebody could go behind him, but it didn't look like anybody was around or something. But he's like, walk to me, and we're gonna kill you, and this and that. Your homegirl like, I'm not scared of you, and shit, why should I walk towards you? But homegirl sneaks behind him, is like a random Alexandrian or whatever. She's fighting with him, and well, she's not fighting with him already. She puts her spear to him, go get help. This dude, he about 6'7". He a big giant. You little lady and stuff, man, not trying to be sexist or whatever, man. Well, what do you think you're gonna do? Man, he moved that spear out of the way. Man, he killed her so gruesome. He killed her nasty. Like, he picked her up and he spun her and bust her head on the cell. Like, God damn. So he gets after Mary. Mary is running, help, help. Little ass kicker, come here, come here. So now let me go to another storyline. So Daryl had snuck off. He had got to a little shed. So he's in there, in the walker, the whisperer goes in after him. And that was crazy. And you thinking they're gonna have like a little fight to the death or whatever, but he's in bad shape, real bad shape. He has a knife in his leg and stuff. She starts hitting on the tin and stuff. Instead of just going to look for him to go fight him, she started hitting on the thing to call walkers their way. So she like, I'm gonna use these walkers to funnel them out. That was very smart. They come in, they start fighting with Daryl, and Daryl is barely in any shape to fight. So he's knocking them down and kicking them in their legs and getting them to the ground as he hitting them with what he has to. And he has to. That was crazy how that knife was like lunged into a style like that. Because I would think you have like a big bone, man. Like, I'm thinking you would like hit the bone or something. I don't know. I would have to see the anatomy of your leg and stuff. And damn, did she go into the bone marrow and all that? I don't know. I don't know about knife wounds and stuff. I don't know if it would like kink, if it would hit your bone or if it would plant in your bone. I don't know. Maybe it would. I don't know. But it was lunged up. He was up in there, like the blade this long, and it was that deep in. He was trying to explain it, but it was in there. But he ended up having to take the blade out of his leg and kill the walkers and stuff. It's like, wow. But back to Alexandria. So Beta is going in there. He figures out where Mary is at in the house. So he creeping up the stairs and whatnot. Let me try not to make this too long. He gets up there. Man, little ass kicker shoots through the door. She bust him, knocked him out of his shoes. So wow. I'm like, God damn. So little ass kicker and her brother, they get away. So Mary is trying to get away. Man, he gets up in it where he trips her and stuff. I'm like, wait up. This fool got some kind of vest they done made. So the bullet is lunged in there. I'm like, okay. So he whipping on Mary. Then Rosita comes out. She comes out like, oh, like she didn't do all that. But she comes out like she's going to go one-on-one with Beta. Beta commences to whipping her ass. She did have a moment like she did like on Star Wars and stuff. She ran past him, and usually on Star Wars they cut somebody in half, but she ain't had no lightsaber. She just had a little knife. So she cut him a big wound in the stomach, but he bust her ass. And then he ends up taking Mary out. They shoot out towards the woods, and he's going to take her back to Beta. But then when they get out there, Father Gabriel and them figured it out. Like, wait up. We all out here. Nobody's back saving, protecting the community and whatnot. So they had started doubling back towards the community. But the damage had already been done. But they end up, shit, everybody comes out. And boy, Beta just shoots out. He looked like Ricky on Boys in the Hood. He just, oh no. So, but he didn't get shot like Ricky. Shit, he must have been a better running back, I guess. But he didn't get shot. So then Father Gabriel, man, he pointing the gun towards Mary. I'm thinking he was gonna shoot her. But he let her go. He let her go what other moments? Oh, back to this. Man, the whole time, homegirl that Daryl was fighting with, that was Alpha. And so, but I would have liked for them to show more of that, man. They last fight they had, and him fighting the walkers, and then later on in the episode, it just shows nighttime. And they both sitting in there, and he's like, she takes off her mask, and he's, and they having a little dialogue amongst each other. And they talking about Lydia or whatnot, and he's like, something about you never loved her. And she like, what did you say to me? And so she starts coming after him, but she doesn't have no energy left. She's like, she's falling over, and she's on death's bed. And Lydia comes out. You don't know if it's an image in her mind or whatever, but it's actually Lydia. And so Lydia, they have a little moment. You think it's going to be a heartfelt moment or something. So she like, kill me, and you can lead them and stuff. I am you, you are me. We are one and whatnot. But Lydia like, I didn't come for you. And everybody human. Look, we different. And so she ends up saving Daryl. She ends up saving Daryl, man. And I think this is going to be a changing point with the series. Well, not the series, but this saga. Because Alpha didn't want to sick the horde on the group because she felt that she didn't want to kill Lydia. Now I think she's going to feel like Lydia is going all the way. Like Lydia is one of them. I am an Alpha. I got to be strong and save our group or whatever. And she vows, like you see towards the end, like she wakes up. She wakes up the next day, and then people grab her up and stuff. And she gets up, and she's like, she does a little chant. And she's like, death upon everybody, and we're going to end the world. So, it looks like things going to pop off. But I'm curious, man, to see if Daryl can get to these caves. Can he save his people? Look like, but that's one thing too, because she wants to end the world, but her horde is kind of diminished. And if Daryl can go down there and finish what Carol started, can he finish this horde so she can't use them, she can't weaponize them? So it was an interesting episode, man, to set up things to come. But I don't want to make this video too long. Predictions for what's to come. Like, I want to see Daryl go in these caves, and I want to see him save Carol. Man, Carol she's been such a character that you could count on for so long. And man, I hate her trajectory. I hate that what they did with her recently. I want to see what happened with Ezekiel, with his cancer and whatnot. That's about it, man. I'm still curious. I want to see Morgan alive on Fear the Walking Dead. I want to see what they do with the Rick series, or with the Rick movie. Will they ever do that? But 2 episodes in, it was all right. Like, it was cool. The first episode was but the cave stuff, it was kind of it was an interesting dynamic. The second episode, it had a lot going on, man. It wasn't really all the characters that we love the most, but it was some good stuff. It was some good stuff, man. I ain't gonna complain. But like, comment, subscribe. Could be the greatest of the most hated, man. Holla at your boy. Peace out.